Have you ever just stopped and wondered, why do so few people ever really become wealthy? Today, we're going to dig into the mindsets, the systems, and the traps that, according to our source material, keep most people from building real wealth. Let's get right into it. Our source starts with a line that just hits you right in the gut. 99% of people wake up every day already defeated. Wow. I mean, think about that. What does it even mean to start your day having already lost the game? Well, the argument here isn't that people are weak or lazy. Not at all. It's that they were conditioned. The idea is that we are all trained from the day we're born to follow a path that's not really designed for our success, but to keep a much larger machine running smoothly. So, what's the first piece of this training? Let's jump into section 1, the trap of comfort. Look, it's totally natural to want to feel safe and stable. We all do, right? But here's the thing. Our source points out wealth isn't built where it's comfortable. It's built out there in the middle of uncertainty and risk. And this slide right here, this lays out the two mindsets perfectly. It's the fundamental question you ask yourself every day. Is your brain focused on how can I stay safe? Or is it asking how can I grow? That single question literally determines the path you walk. So here's the real takeaway from this section. When you make safety your number one priority, you're not just dodging failure. You're also slamming the door shut on any real chance for huge success. Okay, so let's talk about how this safety-first thinking gets drilled into us from a young age. On to section 2, the lie of education. Now, this next point might ruffle some feathers, but it's a huge part of our source's argument. The claim is simple. Our school system is fantastic at producing reliable employees, but it's absolutely terrible at creating entrepreneurs and owners. Just look at these skills. Follow instructions, memorize things, obey authority, wait for someone to tell you, good job. Sound familiar? I mean, this is the formula for getting good grades in school and maybe a promotion at work. You get rewarded for coloring inside the lines. But then, you look at what the real world actually rewards at the highest levels, and it's the complete opposite, isn't it? Thinking for yourself, solving problems no one has solved before, taking calculated risks, and creating value out of thin air. There's this massive gap between what we're taught and what it actually takes to get ahead. And this whole worker mindset leads us perfectly into section 3, which is all about a giant misunderstanding most of us have about money. It's called the illusion of income. You know, we're all told just work harder, but working harder at the wrong thing is just a fast track to burnout. The source makes it clear. Working smarter means you stop trading your time for money. It means you build systems that make money for you, even when you're sleeping. This slide just shows the two blueprints so clearly. On one side, you've got this hamster wheel of paychecks, debt, and stress. And on the other, you're building a machine, a business, a system, an investment portfolio that works for you. This quote right here is the ultimate gut check. If you stop working and your money stops too, you are not rich. You are just busy. It doesn't matter if your paycheck is $1 million. If it depends on you showing up every single day, you're still in the race. So if building systems is the answer, why doesn't everyone do it? Well, section 4 gets into what might be the biggest roadblock of all, the barrier of fear. Let's just run through the different types of fear that hold us back. First, you've got the big one, the fear of failure. That nagging voice in your head that just screams, but what if this doesn't work out? Then there's the fear of what other people will think, the fear of judgment. What if they all laugh at me? What if they see me fail? And of course, the fear of losing what you already have. You know, that little bit of money you've managed to save, that tiny piece of security, what if it all goes away? And you know, all of those fears combine into one giant monster, the fear of even trying in the first place. It's what keeps so many people paralyzed, because doing nothing feels so much safer than taking a chance and possibly getting hurt. So, how in the world do you push past all of that? Well, our final section brings it all home by focusing on the one resource that's even more valuable than money. This is section 5, the ultimate choice. This slide really gets to the core of it. The single biggest difference between the wealthy and everyone else isn't their bank account. It's how they treat their time. Are you spending your time just scrolling, watching, consuming? Or are you investing it in learning, building, and creating? And that's the bottom line. Time is the real currency. You can always make more money. You can never make more time. We all get the same 24 hours in a day. How you choose to spend them is the single biggest decider of your financial future. And this slide really just sums up the whole thing, doesn't it? It all comes down to a series of daily choices. And according to our source, most people, often without even thinking about it, consistently choose the easier path: comfort, safety, entertainment, and fear. And that leaves us with this final, powerful idea. This isn't about being lucky or being a genius or where you came from. It's about choice. So the question isn't, can you become rich? The real question is, will you